It reminded me of my debut for Fulham against West Ham away, where he looked like he was going through the motions. He weren't grabbing the game on the scruff of the neck and showing like what he's about. You've denied a guy a great goal, opening game of the season, highlights all around the world, like a great moment. And it's like from a referee decision. I was upset about that. I don't know what's going on at Brentford at the moment.
It's quite telling that they didn't put him in the squad.
Yeah, there we go. Something must be going on. He just put his head there, and the guy's gone, oh, whatever. And it really burns me when I see things like that.
Welcome back to another episode of Broad Talks, where we talk all things football and watches. Today, you're joined by me, Henry, with my co-host, Kieran Richardson.
Yes, bro.
How you doing, mate?
I'm all good. Great weekend. Glad to be back.
Yeah, good to be back. First weekend of the Premier League, 2024-25 season.
I enjoyed it a lot.
You know what? In some aspects, it was like there was a lot of big decisions, but it was quite boring in some other games. But I guess that is the Prem. So we're going to start with the new section.
New section.
Kieran's clubs.
Kieran's clubs. So every Monday we're talking about my clubs. Watch them. Talk about them.
We're going to do 4 of your clubs.
Yeah.
We're going to do the one you support.
Yep.
Arsenal. No, 5 of your clubs, sorry. The one you support, Arsenal. Man United.
Yep.
Where it started.
Correct.
Sunderland.
Yeah.
Made a name for yourself.
Yep.
Fulham. And then the last one, Villa.
Okay, perfect.
So let's start with Arsenal. I went to the game.
Yeah, how was it?
The energy was good, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of belief in that camp right now.
Are you going to put out interviews or what you made?
That goes out today as well.
Does it?
So hopefully a lot of you have seen that.
Oh, nice.
A lot of guys want a striker, man.
I know.
So a lot of people were trusting in Arteta as well, saying we don't need it. Love the players we've got.
Yeah, well, Rentals is doing his thing right at the moment up front for us, scoring at the weekend.
And that was a good finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, great header.
But I do think he missed like a few other good chances.
Did he? I do believe we do need a number 9. We need a striker.
I'd love one just to rotate with him.
Yeah.
He offers something different.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just want that clinical finisher that you play in the big games as well.
Yeah. Well, would you take Tony?
Yeah. I would.
I know
a lot of people that wouldn't.
I see Tony at Chelsea. I don't know why. I watched Chelsea weekend. I will talk about it. But
we'll talk about Chelsea in a bit, but they need him, don't they?
Yeah.
Saka's back.
Yo.
Barely any rest after the Euros.
Yeah, he had a great Euros, right?
Yeah.
And he looks like he's continued it into the Premier League.
Don't let him cut in on his left.
What are defenders doing? And who else scored a goal in the weekend? It was Brentford goal. Brentford, the first goal. You know that player always cuts inside and has a shot.
Yeah.
Show him the line. Yeah, show him the line.
Yeah, yeah.
Then they don't want to go on their right foot. Show them the line. You have to.
I don't think they want to let Saka go to the byline either, though.
I know, but
he's got that in him as well.
If I'm a fullback now, I know what these guys want to do. You have to show them the line because what they can do, fullback, okay, they can cross it. They can't shoot so strong with their right foot.
Yeah.
You just show them the line.
So keeping it moving, Arsenal 2-0.
Yeah.
Great way to start. Wasn't the most positive, dominant performance, but it's the first game of the season.
I'm happy that Havertz and Saka are both off the score sheet.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Haven't you got them in your FPL as well?
I haven't got Havertz. I'm going to bring him in. I've obviously got Saka. I've got Starboy all day long.
Yeah. Next one. 2 of your teams played each other.
Yeah.
Fulham and United.
Yeah, it was a Friday game, wasn't it? The first game.
Opening game.
I watched it. If I'm honest, it looked kind of flat for me. Boring.
Yeah, it did.
It did, right?
It was a bad opener.
Yeah, it was a bad opener. But first off, Fulham looked kind of solid. Fulham.
I thought United were in trouble, but then they got a hold of the game.
Yeah.
It's good to see that a striker that they bought scored in their opening game.
If I'm honest, I'm happy Man United won though.
Yeah.
Even though I played Fulham as well, but I'm happy Man United won.
We said this in our prediction. We need United back for the interest of the league. Mm-hmm. Not to win it, but we need them back up there.
The guy who made his debut at right back,
Mazraoui.
He looked good.
Yeah.
I liked him.
Boy,
yeah, I did like him. He looked very good, very strong. Didn't phase him. So
midfield, Casemiro even looked all right, you know.
Yeah.
But they still need to strengthen.
They do need to strengthen.
Fulham. Smith Rowe looked good in pre-season, but for me didn't look too good that
Do you know what's weird when I watched Smith Rowe at Fulham, his debut? It reminded me of my debut for Fulham against West Ham away, where he looked like he was going through the motions. He weren't grabbing the game on the scruff of the neck and showing like what he's about. And it really reminded me of how my debut was against West Ham for Fulham. I just kind of the game went past me. I didn't have any impact. He did get into some good positions where he received the ball, he turned, and I wanted him to drive on and have a shot maybe and try and create something.
Do you think that might be something to do with the stature of the game? Man United, first game of the season, a lot of pressure on him to turn up this season.
It could be that, but I just feel like as well, it's his first game for the club. He's still getting used to it. It takes time, right?
It does.
Yeah, I definitely think he'll deliver for Fulham though.
Me too. I
want him to.
Yeah, me too. He's one of my favourite players. I can't believe he managed to leave Arsenal before a lot of other players.
Yeah, for real.
Sunderland move into the EFL.
Yeah, obviously we're keeping an eye on Sunderland this season. I'm so happy that obviously they're 2-2, 6 points on the board. Battered Sheffield Wednesday, and Sheffield Wednesday
3-0 up in 25 minutes.
Yeah, and it showed this young United 19-year-old they got up front at the moment.
Mayenda.
Yeah, he's looking his first finish.
Left foot.
Yeah,
finesse.
Serious finish.
It.
They signed him. I think they signed him last season, 2023. They signed him, and they shipped him out on loan, obviously to get a bit of experience. Remember, he's so young. I didn't know they're so young.
And they've decided to put some faith in him this season.
Yeah, and it's obviously paying off, and hopefully he can continue. And obviously it's a massive club, and hopefully the fans get behind him.
Yeah,
and he cracks on.
Well, 2 goals. It's a good way to.
Yeah, wicked, especially home. I think is that the first home game as well.
Yeah,
lovely.
Last one of Kieran's clubs, Villa against West Ham.
I watched this game.
I said look out for him, Onana.
You did say that to me, and I wasn't really having it.
You weren't having Onana.
You know what? He's so tall, right?
Oh mate,
on set pieces, he even said that. Yeah,
them.
he even said that after the game. When it comes to corners, everyone's trying to get to me because he's so tall. And you was right. You called it. I did watch the game. It was kudos was.
Yeah, I think both those teams they're gonna be fighting for a position. I think.
Yeah,
I think they're both gonna be fighting for like 6th, 7th.
You reckon?
This year, yeah.
You don't think Villa can get Champions League again?
Not with having Champions League. I think they're too much on their plate. But I hope they can because I love them being up there.
I feel like with Ollie Watkins as well. I watched the game. Obviously, he hasn't had any pre-season, and it kind of showed in the game. He needs. I think he'll once he gets firing, he'll be back to cracking goals.
They need that.
They definitely need him.
Some other Premier League games just to touch on. City Chelsea. I watched that last night.
Yeah, I watched it too. City doing what City do.
They're just too.
They're too.
You know what? I was surprised by Chelsea. Like they were sticking in there and doing better than I thought they would. But City are just better than them.
They're too good. And you look at their bench. Like 5 of their players who start every game wasn't even playing.
I can't believe I called out them needing new players.
What a bad shout! And
that's Savinho.
Yeah, you gave a terrible shout last week, and I'm sure people can still watch it. You're crazy, mate.
I'm getting it in the comments.
You're getting it? Yeah, you should get it. I looked at their bench. I saw Walker, Stones, Rodri wasn't even there, Foden. These guys are starters. And
Doku looked tidy as well.
If Doku had end products, oh my God, he would be so.
But
he causes havoc.
He's still early enough, I think, for him to be able to get that.
Yeah.
Remember Salah when he was young.
I like watching Doku, and I'm sure defenders hate playing against him.
But yeah, we're going to get onto it, the goalkeeping in the second goal. But it was funny to see Kovacic against his old team.
Yeah, obviously he didn't celebrate, which I understand. He played a great game.
Yeah,
and obviously
he doesn't get a lot of shouts, you know.
No, because Rodri always gets the shouts. But I think them two in this season in the midfield, if they play along each other, usually they don't, do they? No. Rodri plays, but definitely City got one of the best squads for sure.
For sure. Brentford Palace is an interesting one.
I watched that as well. I watched a lot of games this week. You know,
it's opening weekend.
Yeah. Eze's goal
should have been goal of the weekend.
Yeah, what a free kick, mate.
Goal. In fairness, the referee's come out and said it was the wrong thing.
Did he?
Yeah. He's apparently said it to Eze. In the interview, Eze said that the ref said that to him.
And I feel like as well, it's like goals like that. Yeah, they're not. You don't see goals like that every week.
They're pretty historic, aren't they?
Yeah. So like, for the sake of someone getting a little scuffle in the middle of the thing, just let the thing roll, bro.
And it was the Palace person that got fouled.
I know. I'm like, mate.
Yeah.
You've denied a guy a great goal. Opening game of the season, highlights all around the world, like a great moment, and it's like from a referee's decision. I was upset about that.
Yeah,
obviously he's in my fantasy as well, so I'm thoroughly pissed off.
Interesting one. Tony wasn't in the squad.
Yeah,
was it?
I don't know what's going on there.
So he's been linked heavily with Saudi.
Yeah.
Which I think would be really disappointing to see. Like a player of that talent, not too old. I think he's 27, 28.
28 years old he is.
To be going to Saudi. He's got 3 seasons in the Prem at the top flight, in my opinion.
By watching the games this weekend, there was a lot of teams that he could go in there and do a great job and Chelsea comes to mind for me. Like him going to Chelsea.
After Watson Jackson.
Yeah, they need that guy up front. Especially, I think he'd do a great job at Chelsea. It's a shame. I don't want him to go to Saudi. I want to stay in England.
Yeah.
But if he does go, it is what it is, you know.
Doing the best for the benefit of his career, but money-wise. But
not
he's
anything
such a
else.
Personality, isn't he?
Yeah, I want him in the Prem, and I don't know what's going on at Brentford at the moment.
It's quite telling that they didn't put him in the squad.
Yeah, there we go. Something must be going on, right?
Yeah. Goal of the weekend. Another segment.
This is a segment for us, new segment.
So I've got some nominations myself.
Okay.
Let me know if you have any.
Yeah.
I think Saka, cutting on his left foot, catching him in near post.
Yep.
Kovacic.
Yes. I prefer Saka's, but go on.
Yeah, biscuit wrist from the
I think the goalkeeper is a bit weak.
As if it wasn't disallowed.
Yeah,
would have won. My last one is, and it's not for the strike of the goal, but it's for the build up. Is Jota's goal for Liverpool. Trent's pass, like 1-2 with Salah. Salah didn't even need to take a touch. Pass it straight to Jota.
Trent was doing some great things at the weekend, wasn't he? I need to bring my fantasy.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Like, how is he not good at midfield?
I know.
Like, when we played him there as an England fan.
But you know what? Go on, carry on.
They're the 4 nominations that I have.
I'm going last one for me.
Me too.
100%.
I think that was goal of the weekend for me.
The flow of it was just unbelievable. Yeah, Trent, Salah, and the finish from Jota.
Yeah, Salah laid it off, ran back round, like looping round. Trent perfect passing.
Trent doing what Trent does. Yeah. That weighted pass.
I love seeing Trent
Salah don't have to break stride, and even Salah with his pass as well. Bang. It's unbelievable. For me, that is definitely the goal weekend.
Yeah, well done, Jota.
Well done, Jota. He's in my team as well.
I feel like we've got the same team. Donkey of the day.
So this is a new segment we're doing. I know you come up with this segment, Donkey of the weekend. I don't like giving people Donkey of the weekend, but because I've been a fellow pro.
You've been there.
And I don't want to...
Do you reckon you've got some nominations back in your time?
Definitely, of course. But I don't like digging people out. You know me, I'm always for the players. So, but that being said, it's a segment for this show.
Yeah. And
give me the nominees.
Well, people that have made mistakes.
Yes.
We've got Ashley Young.
Yeah. Sent off.
Yeah.
Bringing him down.
It happens. It's a mistake and it happens.
It happens.
And he's tried to do a nice little touch and bring it down, and he's got caught out.
Yeah.
Fabian Schär can't headbutt a man.
But that being said, I don't think he deserved to get sent off. I don't think he headbutted him though.
Nah. And the other guy was looking for it. I think
that
should have been 2 yellows in my opinion.
If I'm honest, I'm giving the other guy donkey of the day.
Just
by acting like an absolute.
You know
tool.
What? I respect that.
Yeah. I didn't like it. I watched it, and you know what? When you're putting heads to each other, you got to expect the worst, right?
Yeah, but rolling around like that.
I know. I just can't. I could never do that as a player. It's not in my nature. What I didn't like about it, Schär just put his head there next to his. Yeah. He didn't give it that. Didn't do that at all. He just put his head there. And the guy's gone, whatever. And it really burns me when I see things like that. But he got him sent off and they still didn't win anyway. So
so it's a big shout that Brereton Diaz might be getting Donkey of the Day.
Yeah, because... Go on.
I've got other nominations before.
Yeah.
And we could come back to it. Sanchez, he's got to save that.
Chocolate wrist.
But I feel like keepers...
Keepers
always... There's going to be a keeper mistake every week, so I want to stay away from that.
Yeah, and I feel like keepers always they get it the worst more than anyone.
And I've got a more biased one. Is the Wolves centre-back. It was an antics. Mosquera. He throttled Havertz in the first half. And then he's grabbed like Jesus by the arse in the second half and got Jesus a yellow card for pushing him after he's doing it. Like, that is pretty donkey behaviour.
Yeah. I don't think it's enough to be the donkey of the weekend. I want to give it to that guy who got...
Brereton Diaz.
Yeah, who got Schär sent off.
Yeah.
I just didn't like it.
So, for his reaction against Schär's headbutt,
and he missed a few chances as well. A good header he missed as well. Yeah.
All right. Well, there we go. That's the donkey of the day. And that has been our roundup of the first game of the season.
First weekend. That was short and sharp. I like it.
I think that's the best way to do these videos.
Yeah.
We're going to do other videos as well, but every Monday we want these out quick.
Yep, for sure.
We want to provide weekly content to people, and this is the best way to do it for us.
Yeah. Guys, don't forget, subscribe, push that like button, put some comments in there. Let us know what we can do better. I'm all for it. We're always reading the comments, and I love the support you're giving us, and I always thank you guys.
We'll catch you in the next one, guys.